Hey guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? You ready for today's lesson? Can you hear me? No? Alright, hold on. That's a lot better. Okay. Alright, here we go. Monday, 7th grade. Y'all ready? Okay. Let's get going. Alright, this is going to be kind of weird. You're definitely going to need some graph paper. If you don't have it, maybe your computer, you can on your computer, if you've got a printer at home, you can Google it, graph paper, and just print some up. Otherwise, please let me know, have your parents let me know, like today, Monday, because just in case stores start closing, there's been a hint about some of them closing soon. And I'll be able to run to Office Depot for your parents and bring it to your house. Otherwise, I really need them to go get it. I would not suggest going to H-E-B or even Kroger right now because of the lines trying to get in for food when all you're getting is graph paper. Office Depot, I think they're still open. If not, Walgreens and CVS are. Anyway, have them contact me if they are unable to get some. So do the best you can. Some of you, I think, ordered it online at Amazon, and it's still waiting on that. You can also do the same thing actually at Office Depot. If they have it in stock, Walmart's the same way, I think. But anyway, if you contact Office Depot online, order your stuff and everything, all you have to do is walk in and buy it right there. Again, if you are uncomfortable with that, let me know and I'll go do it for you. Okay? Okay. So let's get started. 9.5 slopes. Okay, so we're learning about slopes. This is probably some of the bones of algebra. So you really need to pay attention to this. If you get slopes and understand slopes and some other stuff we'll be doing tomorrow and the next day, you'll be good to go. So you really got to pay attention to this. Slopes. The steepness of a line. I think of it as like a ski slope. You know, like on a mountain. Okay, like a ski slope or something like that. So anyway, this is your slope of a line. Okay, it's your line that's going up like this, or even this way. This is a slope where the line, pretend my pen is a line and it's sloping. Now, if it's like this, horizontal, there's no slope. Notice that? The line has no slope. Still a line, but it has no slope. Same with a vertical line. No slope when it's straight up and down. No slope. Slope is when it's at like a diagonal, here, there, something like that. It is constant, and it is the ratio of vertical change to horizontal change. Oops. From one point to another. All right, we have a lot to do, so I am going to be kind of talking fast and moving fast. So if you need to pause the video and rewind at any time, please do so. I can't go slow because I got to keep it under a certain amount of time for me to be able to upload. All right, the formula for slope. What the heck? For slope, this is important. Rise over run. Rise over run. You're going to be hearing this from me for 2 years, and then you'll be hearing it from your other teachers. If you are going to another school, you're going to be hearing this: rise over run, rise over run. The rise is your vertical change. Oh, I'm running out of room. That says vertical change over your horizontal change. Okay, vertical change over horizontal change. Rise over run. Okay, rise basically is going to be like up and down. Run is going to be side to side. Now, when we're talking side to side, we're talking about the x-axis. Okay, I should put, I'm not going to put anything. Okay, I'll explain that later because it'll get confusing. Okay, trying to see if I want to skip something. I'll just write it. All right. If line looking from left to right goes up to right, looks something like this, then it's considered positive. If it goes down to right, if it looks like this, it's considered a negative slope. This is important. If it's horizontal, meaning it looks like this, it is 0. If it's vertical, the slope is considered undefined. Okay, so if you're not taking notes, you're just keeping up with the what's it called, the videos and everything, that's fine. Just remember, when you're doing your homework and stuff like that, you are going to have to go back to this. So if you are taking notes, which is probably a really good idea, guys, you can pause the video and catch up on your writing. All right, let's keep going. To find the slope. All right, number 1. Locate 2 points on the given line. Now this is important. So this is to find the slope. Locate 2 points on the given line. That's the line of the graph. Now notice my stars. Ooh, and I have 2 stars. Hint, hint. Use points in, okay, now I'm just giving you lingo. Okay, this is Texas, so there's 3 ways of 3 words that I use to describe. So use points in crossroads. Now when I say crossroads, I'm talking about intersection, crosshairs, whatever you want to call it. Basically, when you're looking at your graph, you know, the graph paper, if this is the lines, you're looking for a dot that's right in that crossroad or that intersection or crosshair, whatever you want to call it. You want a dot that's right there in the middle of where those 2 lines cross. That's very, very important. All right, number 2. Count up or down, the number of spaces vertically between points. Vertically. And vertically, that's going to be your y-axis. Okay? 3. Then count, that's going to be your rides. In fact, I should put that right there. Rise. Now count right or left the number of spaces horizontally between points. That's going to be your x-axis. That's going to be your run. Okay? Number 4. Place vertical rise, which is your y, over, and I'm going to give you examples because this is kind of confusing. Horizontal run, which is your x. And then 5, this is kind of important, simplify or reduce. Oops. It's going to be like in a fraction. Okay? It's going to be in a fraction form, so you need to simplify or reduce it. Okay? I'm going to give you a lot of examples on this. I also, yes. Oh, you're in luck. I assigned some IXL. Okay? It's due Monday, but you need to, it's a way to practice this stuff right here. Okay, let's keep moving, so I don't want to run out of time. All right. Finding the slope without a graph. So what I told you before is if you had a graph, and we're going to do some examples, so don't panic. And I told you to find the slope or something like that just by looking at the graph. That's one thing. But what if they didn't give you the graph? The formula for this, for a slope, it's vertical, remember, vertical change over horizontal change. And this one is y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. If we were in the classroom, there'd be a big old poster with this formula, or actually all this stuff, right behind my desk where I sit. So that's the unfortunate thing, is that none of my posters are here with me. I cannot put posters on my breakfast room wall. It just wouldn't look good. I have a whiteboard here right next to me. See? Whiteboard. So my house already looks weird, but don't think I'm going to be stapling posters on my wall. Sorry, guys. All right. So anyway, that's the formula if they do not give you a graph, but they give you 2 points. So, example, given -2, -1, and 1, and 2. So if they give you 2 points and say, hey, find the slope of 2 points. This is going to be your x1. This is your y1. This is x2, y2. I recommend every student, and I hope their parents can hear this, but I recommend every student writing x1, y1, x2, y2 underneath every single ordered pair for these type of problems. Because, look at the formula again, you will get confused. People always do. Okay, y2 is 2. See that? y2 is 2. Always put the minus sign. y1 is negative 1. Guess what a common mistake is? They just put minus 1 because of that negative 1, but they forget this. It's a minus minus. Negative always goes down there. And then you put whatever is there. x2 is 1 minus, always minus, negative 2. Okay, negative and a negative is a positive. So 2 plus 1, and this is positive, so 1 plus 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. So then 3 over 3 is 1. That's your answer. That is your slope for this problem. Yep, it sure is. In fact, yeah, I've got one to show you. Is that it? No, that's not it. I thought I drew out an example. Nope, ignore me. Okay. Oh, this is important. If the slope looks like this, if you work it out and you give this, and there's a 0 in numerator, the slope is 0. It's going to be, I'll put red. It's going to be a horizontal line. Horizontal. Okay? So the slope is going to be 0. If ever there's a 0 in the numerator, your answer, the slope, is 0. It's a horizontal line. If you get a slope that is 4 over 0, where the 0 in denominator, then the answer is, or the slope is, undefined. It is a vertical line. Okay? And it will come up. It will come up. So this, you're definitely going to, if you have notes, if you're taking notes, you're going to need to remember this. If you've decided not to take notes and just go by my videos, then you better write this down in your book. Pause the video, write this down, because that's really important. This formula is really important. This is very important. This is very important. So you need to make sure you have it written down somewhere. All right. Okay. Before we get started on our examples from the book and everything, I want to show you something. Remember when I was talking about to determine the slope of a graph? Okay, look here. Look at this random graph. Let's say they give this to you and say, what is the slope? You have no idea. Now remember, I told you to find where the line crosses the graph at the intersection, the crossroads, the crosshairs. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. For example, look right here. See how it's right there where there's like an intersection of the graph? And Look right here. Same thing, right here. There's one everywhere we go. See, there's one there, there's one there. There's one in every box. You see that? It's where the line crosses smack dab in the middle of the graph itself, the paper, the lines on the graph. Those are what I'm talking about. So let's just choose any two. Let's choose this one and this one. Now, if you remember, the formula is rise over run. You go up and down first and side to side second. So let's start right here. Okay? If to get from this dot to this dot, I have to go up. How many places did I go? I went up 1. From here to here is 1. And then I went this way, 1. So then my rise is 1. My run going this way is 1. 1 over 1 is 1. So my slope is 1. Now let's say I want to choose this dot and this dot. Then this time I go, and I tell my students, draw a little map. I go up 2. See? Point 1, 2. And then I'm going right 2. So then my rise over run is 2 over 2. I went up 2 and over 2. 2 over 2 is 1. See that? That is your slope. You find anywhere on the line where it crosses in the little crosshairs. It could be here, it can be here, and you just count from one dot to another. You go up and then over. Now, something you need to know. You need to write this down in your book. If you go up or right, it's positive. If you go down or left, it's negative. I'm going to show you. You may want to pause that and think about what it's saying, okay? I'm going to show you another one. All right. Look here at this line. I didn't do a very good job, but still, who cares? All right. So if you look carefully for any place that has a dot where it crosses the crosshairs. Here's one here. And this is not supposed to be one. I didn't do a very good job drawing. And then this is supposed to be the next one. Okay? That's supposed to be the next one. Right, 1, 2. No, I did not do this right. I don't know what I was thinking. It doesn't matter. Okay. We're just going to do that. Alright, so here I have 2 dots in the crosshairs. Alright? Notice like this right here. Is that line going through the crosshairs? No, because here's the crosshairs or the crossroads. Here's the crossroads here. The line's not going through it. Here's the crossroads. The line's not going through it. Look right here. See how the line's not going through the crossroads. Look right here. This line isn't going through any crossroads, but it is right here. It kind of is right there, but it's because I didn't draw my line very well. And then right here. So let's say I'm going from this dot to this dot. I'm going to go, see up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I went up 11. Is that positive or negative? If you go up, it's positive. So this is going to be positive. I do not have coronavirus. Okay. So in that case, rise over run, my rise, or going up and down, was 11. Now, from here to here, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I went this way 5 places. Now, if I went left, correct? If you go down or left, it's negative. So then this time, it's going to be -5. There's your slope. That's it. That's your slope. Now, you may want to pause this picture or this frame, and you can take a picture of it with your phone. You can pause it and write it down, but you need to be very careful and take note of what we're doing here. Okay? Now, one thing I should mention, it could go either way. Okay? And I'll explain that in a little bit. For example, you could have started right here at this dot and gone down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You could have gone down 11. If you go down, it's negative. So in that case, it'd be -11 over, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went right 5. Right, you look back here, is positive. So then that would be also the slope. Either one. You just got to make sure you write it correctly. Both of them are correct. All right. Hopefully you pause that. Okay, let's jump into some examples. So you need to make sure your book is open to page 371. All right, guys, I want you to look at, if you need to pause to open it up, that's fine. I need you to look at this. I need to hurry too because of time. All right, on page 371, you've got a bunch of graphs, starting with number 1, 2, 3, etc. I redrew them. This is what you have in your book. Number 2 looks just like this. Hopefully I drew my lines perfect. Okay, so what you need to do first is find where the line crosses the crosshairs. Okay, look here where they cross the crosshairs. Here's one right here. See if you can find the other one. There's actually 2. You can do this one right here. Yes, there's one right here, but we don't need to worry about that. All you need are 2 points. Okay? So remember, there's my homework. Oh. Remember, it's rise over run. So we're going to go up and down first. Up and down first. So we can start right here at this dot, and we want to go to this one. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. So I went up 4. That means it's positive if I go up. Then I go right 1. Right is also positive. So your run is 1. Now, in the world of slopes, this is okay to leave just like that. You totally can leave it just like that. Or you can just leave it. You can change it to that. Either one. Even IXL will accept either one. Okay? Now, if you don't understand what I just did, rewind the video and look at it again. All right, look at number 4. Let's see here. I see a crosshair. What is it missing? I'll show you. Here's one right here. Let's see if you can find it. You should freeze it. You should do these problems, the evens. Like if I go to number 4, you should pause the video, do it in your book, and see if you get the same answer. And then here's another one. Okay, see if you can pause the video and see if you can find that too. Okay, so we're going to go from this dot to this one. So rise over run is first. Rise over run. Rise is first. So I'm going to go up 2. And that's positive, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 this way. That's also positive. There's my slope. There's your slope. Now, could you go down and over? Yes. Let me show you that. Let's say you want to go down 2. That would be -2. And then left 3. That, again, if it's left, it's -3. Let me ask you, what is negative divided by negative? That's right, positive. So both will work. Okie dokie? If you need to pause this thing and rewind or whatever, go ahead. I've got to move on because of the time is starting to run out. All right, 6. Oh, this is an easy one. Heck yeah. Okay, look. This is like the one we just did. You can choose anywhere. If you notice, the line crosses all of the intersections. All of the intersections. So if it crosses all of them, just choose 2 random spots. Up 1. Rise over run. And then over 1. So then your slope is 1. Up 1, positive, and over, positive. Pause if you need to. All right, 8. I don't think I drew this very well. Okay, there's 1 here. And 1 here. In your book, it's drawn a lot better. Make sure you go by the book, but these are the correct dots, just in case. All right, so let's go from this dot to this dot. Remember, we do rise over run. So we need to do our rise first. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's positive. Oops. I'm getting flustered because of time. Up 4. And then we got to go left 1, 2. So if I go left, is that positive or negative? It's negative. So the last rule on that thing is to reduce. 4 divided by -2 is -2. That is your slope. Okay? Or you could even say -2 over 1. It doesn't matter. But that is your slope, -2. Okay, pause if you have a question. Okay, we're going to do 2 more problems. 14. It says using the slope formula. Slope formula is y squared minus y1 over x squared. I'm sorry, that's not squared. x2 minus x1. Woo! So I'm getting flustered. Write down your formula. I just won't speak. Okay, so 14, it says find the slope of the line passing through these 2 points. Read your directions. So 14, they give you 0 and 5, and 2 and 4. Go ahead and write down x1, y1, x2, y2. So then it's 4 minus 5, y2 minus y1, always the minus, and then 2 minus 0, x2 minus x1, 2 minus 0. So that's -1 over 2. You cannot reduce it, so there's your slope. One more. I'll go quick. 18 looks like this. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Your y2 is -1 minus -8. Oh, I forgot. x1, y1, x2, y2. Make sure you write that down. x2 is 2 minus 2. A negative in front of a negative is positive, so we have -1 plus 8. 2 over 2 minus, and oh, I'm sorry, and then 2 minus 2. So -1 and 8 is 7, and then 2 minus 2 is 0. What did I say happens if the 0's in the denominator? That's right, it's undefined. Okay, before this thing cuts me off, your homework is 371 to 372. 1 through 7 odd. I'm sorry I rushed at the end. I don't want it to cut me off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 11 through 21 odd. That's 10 problems. I think you're good to go with 10 problems. It's due Tuesday. You also have IXL due Monday, and you have a test scheduled for Monday. Okay? All right, so I gotta let you go because it's gonna be running out. Rewind the video, pause when you need to just try to gather yourself and make sure you totally understand this. Please contact me if you have questions. I'm still not getting everyone's homework, guys. I know this is new and stuff like that. So I do need you to send me pictures of your homework. I don't care if you scan it on a printer and email it to me. Take pictures of it and send it to me. Have your parents help you. But guys, this is a grade and you are responsible for this stuff. So you need to contact me if there's some issues so we can work through them. Okay? Alrighty. I miss you guys. Talk to you later.